Hello, my name is Hugo, welcome to my channel. Today let's talk about defining your rate. If you start out as a cameraman, you probably have difficulties negotiating your rate with clients. This is how it works. A client calls you and asks you for your rate, and from this moment your conversations start going back and forth. You're trying to find out what kind of project is that, is it a music video or is it a short film? Whatever project is it, you're trying to find out what kind of budget is this. And based on this budget, you're gonna tell your client how much you're gonna charge. Once you tell your client how much you're gonna charge him, he's gonna try to negotiate, he's gonna try to push you, trying to save some money. By going back and forth, at some point you're gonna meet at some rate that you're gonna accept it. But most likely this rate is not gonna be the one you originally wanted. And how it usually happens, you take the job, you go to the job, you work like a horse, probably overtime, and you hate yourself for doing this job, but you can't give it up because you already took the responsibility to do this job. Familiar situation, I was in this routine for years, before I defined my value. I decided I'm gonna define my rate. And by defining your rate, I mean you have to realistically estimate your skill, experience and knowledge. You have to do a deep research trying to find out how much people charge. More importantly, to find out how much is your minimum rate. The rate, if you go lower than that, you're gonna hate yourself, you're gonna feel underestimated at shoot, and this is the horrible feeling. And based on all these numbers, you have to come up with a flat rate that you're gonna charge for a specific amount of time. I personally didn't make it too complicated. I made one flat rate no matter what kind of project is that. Once I defined my rate, magically, I no longer had problems negotiating my rate. The thing is, once you know your rate, you sound more confident and firm. Psychologically, client reads you as more competent and experienced professional. And even if the client doesn't have budget for you, instead of negotiating, most likely the budget for cameraman will be increased. And even if the client tries to negotiate your rate, you confidently say no. And by feeling that you're not going any lower, he knows that you know your value. You have to be able to say no to people who wants to go lower than your minimum rate. And if you look at it from different angle, you don't really need those clients who can't afford your minimum rate or underestimate your work. I had to turn down many offers that didn't meet my requirements. But at the same time, I gained many new clients who are happy to pay my rent and appreciate my work. Regarding including or not including your gear in the rate, I'm a true believer that the rate for gear should be charged separately, and your defined rate should be for your work only. Think about it. If you didn't have any gear, you or your client would have to rent it. And at some point you're gonna have so much gear that you're gonna be able to open your own rental house. And when you have a separate rate for your work only, you don't limit yourself by working with a specific gear. Many times client wants you to shoot you on a specific gear that they believe in or they have access to. And they may skip you in research because they don't want to use your gear. I'd recommend you to make a list of gear that you can get for an extra charge. A gradation from top Arri, Alexa and Red going down to more affordable options. And of course, include your own gear in list as well. Find the best deals in your town where you can rent equipment from your list. And next time you will have clients who wants to hire you, they will have options to choose. And very often clients will hire you just because you can take over the headache of renting the gear on your own. I hope this information was useful for you and I'm happy to share this. Hit like if you like this video or dislike if you didn't. Click on subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching, bye.